Hello there, Fro here again with another weekly football picks video with a recap of week 3 and picks for week 4. Did decently well again this past week, went 10-6 again for 2 weeks in a row. And we'll get right into it. Thursday night, Jacksonville was at home taking on Tennessee. I picked Tennessee to win and they lost 27, and I am 0 for 3 on Thursday night games. So I'm sure I'll be 0 for 4 after this week, but Gardner Minshew, man, he played well. Jacksonville defense played very well, and Mariota, he wasn't great. He had over 300 yards, but that was pretty empty stats if you ask me. When you have over 300 yards and you put up 7 points, that pretty much tells you all you need to know. He just doesn't look like he has any hopes of ever being a star quarterback. So this is the last year for Mariota, in my opinion. And I think it's not too long before we see Tannehill, which isn't really a better option, but might as well see what he can do, I guess. Cincinnati at Buffalo. I picked Buffalo to win. They won 21-17. Kudos to Buffalo. They're 3-0. Cincinnati scored late to take the lead. And Buffalo went right down the field and scored a game-winning touchdown. So credit to them. They play New England this week, so I hope they enjoyed winning while they could. Miami at Dallas. Picked Dallas to win. They won 31-6. Not much to say. Miami is awful. Once again, they scored the fewest points in the week, or in the league for this week. Nothing else to say. Denver at Green Bay. Picked Green Bay to win. They won 27-16. No surprise here, really. Denver's 0-3. They should be 1-2. But what are you going to do? Flacco sucks. Lindsey looked good. They finally got him more involved. And the defense isn't playing as well as it should. They have no turnovers forced in 3 games. Only team in the league that's done that. Excuse me. Green Bay, once again, they started off hot and then kind of coasted to a win, so good for them. They're 3-0. Say the Colts game for the end. Baltimore, Kansas City, what many thought would be the game of the week, and it was a pretty solid game. But Kansas City was still clearly the better team, and I picked them to win, and they won 33-28. Baltimore bounced back, I'm sure. You're playing with one of the best teams in the league. Mahomes is unstoppable, like I said. He's unstoppable. The only thing that will stop him is an injury. Oakland, Minnesota. Picked Minnesota to win. They won 34-14. No shocker there. Oakland's not very good. Minnesota has a very good defense, and their run game is phenomenal. The passing game needs some work, but they don't have to throw the ball. They're leading the league in rushing attempts per game. So if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? The Jets at New England, led by Luke Falk. Picked New England to win. They won 30-14. Nothing else to say. Luke Falk is all I have to say. Detroit at Philly. I picked the Eagles to win, and they lost 27-24. Philly had a chance late, but they converted a big 4th down, but there was pass interference, which was obviously pass interference on Sproles. But they couldn't close the deal. Detroit, credit to them, they're undefeated. They're 2-0-1. They should easily be 3-0 now that they didn't blow that lead against the Cardinals, but we'll see what they do the rest of the year, but it's a good start for them. Carolina, Arizona. I picked Arizona to win, and Carolina won 38-20. Kyle Allen is the Panthers quarterback for the rest of the year. He should be, at least, because Cam Newton looks completely washed up. I think he was overrated to begin with. He was never a great passer, and now that his athleticism is gone and he can't run anymore, he's useless. I'm sorry if that's harsh, but it's kind of true. But Kyle Allen looked good again for the second time in his career. In both starts, he's played well. But yeah, like I said, it's wait and see, because it was Arizona who has probably one of the worst pass defenses in the league. So we'll see what he does next week. I believe they play Houston, but we'll get to that. The Giants at Tampa. I picked the Bucs to win, and they had this game, and they blew it and lost 32-31 because Danny Dimes Jones freaking won that game for them. But they lost Saquon for about 4 to 8 weeks or whatever, which is a huge blow to their team. But Danny Dimes looked good. Give him credit. We'll see how he plays without Saquon for an entire game now, but credit to him. Look good. Excuse me. Houston at Chargers. I picked the Chargers to win, and of course, as the Chargers seem to do, they found a way to lose and lost 27-20. Rivers was not good in this game. He's a bum. He's just whatever. They'll never win a goddamn thing with him. It's very apparent with that. San Francisco at home taking on the Steelers. They won 24-20. I picked San Francisco to win. Got that one right. Mason Rudolph looked absolutely atrocious. He only completed 2 passes. I think that went travel farther than 5 yards downfield in air yards. Just awful. And Juju bailed him out with a long run or whatever. He looks bad. You know, give credit to San Francisco though. They are also undefeated, 3-0, surprise team. Got some good young talent on that team. See if they can keep it going. But Pittsburgh, and you traded your first-round pick for Minka, and you traded a third-round pick for, or their third or fourth-round pick for Nick Vannett yesterday. I don't understand these trades. It really makes no sense to me. But we'll keep going on with that. New Orleans at Seattle. I picked Seattle to win, but New Orleans won this game 33-27. Not as close as that score says because Seattle scored a garbage touchdown with the time expiring. So they were down 2 scores. Credit to Sean Payton finding a way to make that offense work. And Alvin Kamara is a beast. One of the best running backs in the league. Just complete package. He's a stud. He carried that offense for most of that game. The Rams at Cleveland. Picked the Rams to win. They won 20-13. Baker Mayfield sucks. He had a fucking fluky good rookie year, but if you ask me, he's overrated at this point. The Browns were overhyped. They were just like the Eagles' dream team from years back with Vince Young and stuff. They're having the same fallout. Chicago at Washington. I picked Chicago to win. They won easily, 31-15. What a shitty Monday night game. I barely watched it because who the hell wants to watch Mitch Trubisky versus Case Keenum? Case Keenum was awful. I think he had at least 5 turnovers. Might have had 6. Yeah, I think he had 3 picks, 3 fumbles, and lost 2 of them. He was a travesty, but Chicago's defense is great. Nothing to say much more to that. 110-6. So, pretty solid. Let's move right on to week 4. Thursday night. Well, I've been 0 for 3 on these so far. Let's see if I can mess this one up. Green Bay at home taking on Philly. I think Green Bay goes 4-0 here. I think Philly makes a good game out of this, but I just feel like Green Bay's a better team. They have a great defense now, and Rodgers will do enough to win this game at home. Tennessee. I just realized. I didn't go over the Colts game for week 3, so we'll do that real quick because I'm an idiot. Atlanta at Indy. Picked the Colts to win, and they won 27-24. Colts dominated the first half, and then our defense kind of fell apart in the second half. We had like 5 injuries this game, and unfortunately we lost Malik Hooker for 4 to 6 weeks, which is going to hurt our pass defense by a long margin. People were leaving this game left and right. T.Y. didn't play the second half, but Obi-Wan Jacoby played lights out. I was trying to tell people that everybody thought the Colts were dead, but Jacoby Brissett was the best backup in the league, in my opinion, and better than quite a few starters in this league. And people got to find that out as the season goes on. And Frank Reich is a godsend. I'm so glad that Josh McDouchebag fucking flaked out on us, and we lucked into Frank Reich because he's a phenomenal head coach. His play calling is excellent, and he's a great leader. I couldn't be happier that we got him. He's perfect for the horseshoe. But Atlanta, they played awesome in the second half, and Matt Ryan just was Julio Jones was uncoverable. He was then double teamed, and then he threw us a new. But our defense absolutely shit the bed in the second half. But Jacoby Brissett made plays, and Frank Reich made the right calls to close that game out and win 27-24. And Colts are 2-1. Everybody's picking them to finish last in the division and stuff like that. Anyway, back to this. Green Bay, they'll win. Tennessee at Atlanta. I think Atlanta wins this game at home. They're better at home. Tennessee, I don't see them being very successful this year with Mariota, but who knows what's going to happen. Atlanta's defense is nothing special, so maybe Henry can carry them to a win, but it should be a decent game, but I think Atlanta wins at home. New England at Buffalo, I would love to pick Buffalo here, but New England's going to win. It doesn't matter. Detroit, Kansas City, or Detroit at home taking on Kansas City. I know Detroit hasn't lost yet, but they're about to. No, they're not stopping Kansas City. Sorry. We'll get to the ending game at the end. Miami at home taking on the Chargers. This would be so Chargers of them to lose this game, but I'm picking them because it's Miami. They're the worst team I've seen in quite some time. Washington at the Giants. Oh, Danny Dimes got to go 2-0, baby. Washington's not very good. Their defense isn't good. Their run game isn't very good. Their quarterback is awful. They have the weakest skill position of, as far as receivers and tight ends go in the league, and running backs. Outside of Terry McLaurin, they got nothing. Old ass Vernon Davis, and that's about it. Cleveland at Baltimore. Baltimore's winning this game. Cleveland's not very, very good. They're overhyped. And Baltimore bounces back at home. Carolina at Houston. I don't know. I feel like Kyle Allen is going to play well again, and they're going to win this game on the road. And just farther bench Cam Newton for the rest of the year. Tampa Bay at the Rams. Rams. I mean, not much to say there. Rams are a superior team. Tampa Bay could even beat a rookie quarterback without the best running back in the league for most of that game. Yeah. Seattle, Arizona. Seattle bounces back and wins on the road. Arizona's not very good. Their pass defense isn't very good. Wilson will have a big game. Minnesota, Chicago. Ooh, this is a good one. Two very good defenses. Two average at best offensive, but Minnesota have a very good rushing game, but their passing game is pedestrian. Excuse me. At Chicago, I think Chicago wins this game. They find a way to win. Should be a very good game, though. The Jacksonville Minshews at Denver. I think Minshew does it again. Denver goes 0-4. Dallas at New Orleans for the Sunday night game. Should be a good one. Even without Breeze at home, I think Sean Payton calls a game plan here that wins the game. I think Bridgewater does enough. Kamara's a beast. Look for them to win this game. Dallas to lose their first game. I'm fucking sorry. Can't stop yawning. You gotta love anxiety and shit that does this. Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. Oh, God. I guess somebody has to win. Pittsburgh usually wins these matchups, but at home, I think they do enough to win, but that's a Monday night game. Yay. Dalton versus Rudolph. A redhead versus the red nose, right? Oakland at Indy. Not much said this week. The Colts 2-1. They should easily be 3-0 if it wasn't for bad kicking the first week. Well, bad kicking the second week. Thankfully, Vinny was perfect this past week, so hopefully he shook off the problems he had. But at home, the Colts are a better team. I think Oakland will put up some points because our pass defense is going to struggle without Malik Hooker. And other people are banged up. And if T.Y. doesn't play, I still think we have enough weapons to do this. Look for Paris Campbell to step up in our trifecta of tight ends. They played well last week. I think they'll do it again. I think Colts win this game at home. I think Jacoby Brissett has another big day, and Marlon Mack has a big day. Oh, we do these two scores for Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. Oh, God. This is going to be like 13 to 6. That's what I'm picking. I think it's going to be an ugly, awful game. Because Pittsburgh's defense played pretty well, but their offense is not good. And then Dallas at New Orleans. I think New Orleans wins. I think this will be a high-scoring game. I'm going to say 35-23. Yeah, that sounds about right. Most points this week. Who plays Miami? Chargers? I don't know. Who do Rams play? Tampa Bay. And Cardinals play... I think the Rams. I think the Rams scored most points this week. And who will score fewest points this week? Miami. I told you I'm picking Miami every goddamn week for this. I'm pretty sure it's been right all three. It might be just 2 out of 3, but yeah. So we'll save the picks. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Colts 2-1, I'm feeling good. 10-6 past week, not bad. I'll see you guys next week for my picks. And as always, love you all. Fuck the Patriots. Not the Patriots fans, even though most of them are assholes. There are some good ones out there. But yeah, have a great week. Enjoy some football. I'll talk to you guys next week. Peace out.